Hey Collective, welcome to Copper Visions. My name's Antonio, and this is your divine message for today. I had done a reading previous to this one that had a king and a moon, and for that, it felt like there were a lot of, not distractions in the physical world, but internal restrictions and contractions, and you might be feeling like something feels like it's coming, but you're not too sure if you're on track. And the message I kept getting throughout the message, the other message, was that you are right on track and you are aware of this thing, and this might culminate in a way that is an unexpected invitation from someone. Maybe you've heard from them in a while, maybe you haven't. Don't take my word for it necessarily. However, it feels like whenever that specific energy makes itself known, it's really clear. And at least for me personally, every time that I get unexpected invitation, it happens. So you might be expecting something. Well, now you will, but it'll come in a way that you were not expecting, even knowing this information. And so it's kind of weird like that, but that's kind of how it works. So yeah, I'd like to see what we're alchemizing today. First of all, because it feels like at this time of change, and as they say, rotation comes out. So there's definitely something changing, a change in the wind. A change in the wind of your knowing. You might be feeling really confident going in one direction, and you might have felt maybe that there was a halt. And so you might actually be coming to a realization that, oh, okay, actually I wasn't thinking it was going to go this way, but now it is, and we're just going to go with it. And to that, I feel like encouraging you to go with what makes you feel lighter, what makes you feel like yourself, and where you're really at, and I'm shuffling these, but I feel, well, now I just actually want to know what that was. Okay, so it's about perception again, your perspective, seeing through a small like fractal of truth, but that there's a bigger picture within there. You know what I mean? Or, oh wow, and you can actually, it's the same landscape, but then seeing the truth of it feels really important. And it's actually similar to this card too. It's like two circles in the middle. The void. Interesting. I have actually never pulled this card before. Must be here for a reason. Yeah, you might be feeling like you're in a void. You have no idea what way's up or down. What is the archetype that this is being seen through? There's a lens that we're seeing something through, and I want to get clear on how we're perceiving it, because there's a couple, I think. Yeah. So I want to say that the one closest to me is the one that we're seeing it through, and we're seeing it through the eye. Oh wow, so like brand new eyes. I mean, the womb feels like a contraction. It feels like you want to go inward in order to experience the truth of something. And so at the same time, though, I was thinking that this is an old way of viewing something, that it's like at a very beginning stage. The truth of the matter is that the empty room and the void? What? Okay, so this is... It's like something's at the beginning stage, but at the same time, there's so much space for you to fill. How do you want things to go from this point? Do you know? Do you know? The fault line. A truth that you find out may have you spiraling, yet you're safe, and it's a matter of finding your heart within the matter, within the void. You're finding your heart within the empty room, finding your heart within the void. Because the tear wants to come out, and believe it or not, I mean, when the tear comes out, there are tears to be shed. And you might be feeling like, oh, I don't think that's necessarily true, but you will see. You have some tears to shed. And this isn't just a normal cry, you know, this is a deep release of sorts, knowing that you can start anew. Huh. Interesting. But the womb with the empty room, it's almost like saying, like, there's something here, but there's not. There's something here, but there's not. And, like, keep going back to what you see, but you don't understand that there is something there because it's within you. A dream? A theme? Dream theme. What's your dream theme? What is your dream theme? The box. Well, it's kind of limited at the moment. And if you've seen, there's another reading that I had this on the thumbnail, and it was breaking through all the layers. So maybe there's another layer you need to break through in order to reveal this, in order to sow into this dream. There's another layer you got to break through in order to really see things from a higher perspective. And it's just seeing past yourself. Like, and that sounds like really like egocentric, or like really like I'm not saying like that's what you are, because you're not. This is not that. It's just, it seems like there's another this has to do with kind of putting everything that you thought you knew and you know aside for a second in order to see this other thing in a way you haven't been seeing it before. So if this is your message, you should know by now. I mean, I feel like actually I stepped into a void, and I'm like totally in this space with you here, you know, not necessarily trying to figure out, but letting what's present come through. What else is wanting to come through, Spirit? What else is wanting to come through? Oh wow, I'm gonna come over here to this deck I have not used in a while. I'm gonna see what's coming through for collective. This feels like a beautiful thing. Oh. Beautiful thing. Expand your causal chakra, enter the unicorn kingdom. It's about expanding your awareness anyways. I mean, I'll just show you this beautiful card. Yeah. Number 40. That could be significant. It could be 40. Okay. What? Cosmic rainbow. Look for the pot of gold, accept joy. Oh, wow. Interesting. It seems like just this is like knowing, like thinking something's going to go a certain way, but it's like it hasn't even been given a chance to go anyways. But until you do allow yourself to experience that new thing, you won't know. And it's better to take the chance than to not give yourself the chance at all. Like, doesn't even matter how it's going to go. Are you going to give yourself the chance to do it or not, you know? Interesting. Enlightenment. Yeah, look for the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. Okay. So, definitely open your heart. Love yourself. Dare to be vulnerable. It's coming out, too. I'm like, why am I holding it like this? Aww. Whoever's here feels like a really, and I'm like, itching my ear, scratch my ear. Someone's talking about me. Oh my god. I don't know. Someone could be talking about you, talking sweet things about you, without you even knowing. Ooh. I feel the energy of this is way different than the energy I was reading for before. And it might not have anything to do with the last reading, other than the fact that there's a king and there's a moon, and it's up to you to know which one of those spaces you're inhibiting. I was gonna say inhabiting, but maybe there's an aspect of you that's wanting to come in, and you're saying no, like stay out, this is the empty room, like I need the empty room to stay empty. But it's like, why? You can like allow this thing, this, like, what is I'm gonna get into this more. I want to know what the womb is. So what's the womb? What's the energy associated with the womb right now? I mean, and this is a safe space. This is a safe space. So thinking in terms of what you're creating, what is it that you're creating, or that you'd like to create? What is it that's okay? Well, and this is kind of like that space where you're like still making a choice on what that is. But it's what is it? What do you want it to be? Do you know? Right? That same question keeps coming up. Like, do you know what you actually want in life? And it's like, yes, of course you know. Like, at a base level, your like essentials. You want your essentials. Oh, it's about purpose. I mean, it's about living your purpose, living a life that you design, living a life that you design, that you designed. Do you see this beautiful, gorgeous dancer popping out of? It's like the dream coming to life in the light. In divine light, in divine time. You can always start that thing. You're never too late to do anything that you want, ever. If you need to hear that again, I'll remind you again. But 20 and 2 could be significant. 2. Not that I have 3 2s, but I feel it just came, right? So, okay. So it's like, okay, so this life that you're designing, like, what do you want it to be like? Financially secure and full of hope and wonder. Yes, the Star and the King of Pentacles. For sure. I mean, me too. Like that is what feels good, that feels aligned, that feels right. And so moving on to calmer waters, you might need to, I think when you allow yourself to oh my god, like lay down on the ground, like lay down, like, you know those classic movies where there's someone laying down listening to music and they're in their feels so much. I mean, that's the type of energy this is giving. It's giving, like, maybe you were in that state, or you're about to be in that state of really being so radically honest with yourself that you just begin to cry and bawl. And that actually is so sacred and so beautiful of a thing that takes a tremendous amount of bravery and strength to do with yourself, and to allow yourself that space is so freaking special and so good for you, for us, you know what I mean, like as humans. So yeah, it's like, why am I shuffling? Okay, so what about this empty room? Like, why do we feel like the void, like, what's the void? Is the void and the empty room the same? Like, what is that? The world, things coming to an end. Interesting. So you just might be afraid to start this new chapter of your life. Maybe you're retiring and you're like, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with this time and space in my life. I don't know. What are you going to do with that, you know? You are the king of the moon. You know. But the moon can be really intense if, like, your emotions can be really intense. But you are the ruler of the moon. And I just am like coming out here. Ooh, yeah, for sure. It requires making a choice and letting go of the old. It really does, so that you can fall into this new beginning. Into you can come from the womb. You can allow your things to be birthed, your creations to be birthed. Okay, all right. There has to be more than that. I just want to help you get there. You know, I want to help you get there for the highest good of all involved. So what does that entail moving forward? You're going to move forward on this thing. Like, period. You are, especially now. Yeah, I know that it might, well, temperance. Temperance is a beautiful energy of not forcing, allowing, trusting, surrendering, being patient. Really, really good quality, though. That's what we're after. A life that we design is about the quality that we allow into it, which is successful here. Huh. This kind of looks like someone to me that I know. And also, you might be seeing someone be really successful right now, and that's such a beautiful thing. Support them, celebrate them. Know that there is more than enough success to go around, and I don't feel like this is you, but if there's anyone ever been jealous of your position, the lens at which they were seeing things through was not really, they weren't really able to get past themselves in that moment. And we don't blame them, but we take note, and we understand that not everyone's going to celebrate you. Not everyone's going to be super happy about your success. Although, why not? It's just not where everyone's at, And so the most we can do is just give compassion and know that we still deserve to be celebrated 1,000%, for sure. Yet, a change would have to happen. A rotation of sorts of, okay, well, you're not gonna really support me in my happiness. I'm gonna switch things up because I want to support me in my happiness. And I'm not blaming, you, the other person. However, that's the truth. That's the truth. So that felt like I wanted to come out. Actually, for a long time, that one wanted to come out. Yep. Wow, okay, well, let me see. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish off the reading with reading the card, the womb. It just feels like it's asking to be shared. The womb, sacred. I just feel I keep on saying it. Yeah, the unseen wanted to pop out too. One second, sorry. These Roman numerals get me every time. Okay. The womb. Here, let me really get a good thumbnail here. Everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond the beginning, the mother beyond the mother, in a world that often negates the power and necessity of feminine principles. This card returns us to the warmth, tenderness, and sacred intelligence from which we came. It is a card of receiving, not achieving, of accepting love from the mother of us all. She is the life-giving force that forgives and cherishes even the most wounded and disparate soul. No matter how lost you are, the womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. This card is a call to keep things simple, to return, to be reborn in the name of love. The womb is everywhere. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it, as it is within us. Nourishment, harmony, love, those are the qualities to associate yourself with at this time. Consider that Mother Earth must also have a mother. Imagine her. It's beautiful. And I want to continue with these little side notes. What would honoring the feminine look like to you? Where would you begin? Imagining yourself as loved is a good place to start. Oh, collective, you are so loved. You are so loved, much more than you'll ever know. It feels good to honor the feminine. It feels so divine, and it feels so impactful in the most quiet moments to honor the feminine. You definitely have to be able to do that in order to come home to your inner standing. So Ooh, yeah, some softness calls. And now it's time for you to keep things simple and to allow your heart to open up, because there's a lot that wants to flow through you. Play some music. Allow what comes on to let you release. All right, collective. I'll see you on the next one, and thank you so much for your time and beautiful energy here with the channel. I'll see you next time.